Okay, a real quick after shot. As you can see, all the water's off, all the gravel's covered up with newspaper, and this bed we didn't do much to. This bed we didn't have to do much to. Everything's covered up with newspaper. We sprayed with actual poison. I'm hoping that'll keep it from too much from getting down in the rocks and the fish can survive. We cleaned up some of the brown leaves on the squash and fertilized what of the blooms and blossoms we could get to. You can see that we got one acorn squash there. If that one keeps coming, now that we got the bug situation hopefully under better control. I did pull up the cabbages that were in the back. We're just going to train those acorn squash vines to back there. I guess I need to uncover this cabbage again. I'll cut that leaf off or something, but we're going to try to save these cabbage. The red cabbage, this bed didn't change much. It was in the best shape, really. We pulled off some of the leaves on the cauliflower and some of the red cabbage. You can see where I had to tear them back, and you can still see all the insects and larvae down on there. That when we started doing this, there were all kinds of black gnats started flying around in here, and now there's almost nothing flying around. The broccoli still got some brown leaves on it because I had to leave some greenery. We cleaned a lot of it off, cut off the heads that had died before they could get all moldy and start rotting on the plants. Hopefully those little small side heads will keep coming in, and I like the stems. I'll peel the stems and dice them up and put it in a salad, and I love them. Or I'll slice them thin and put them in stir fry, kind of like bamboo shoots. I pulled a couple of the snow peas up. These two I might leave and see if they bounce back, because I've actually got some peas coming in on them. And you can see right there is one. I've got plenty of blooms up there. I've got a couple more peas coming in lower down on this one. You see that one? But that's what I was left with. So hopefully this won't hurt the fish. I wish I still had my big tank. I'd set it up inside and move a bunch of the fingerlings to it to ensure that I had some fish after I turned this system back on. But that's all I could do. So we sprayed this stuff and we sprayed the stuff in the ground. I'm going to make some adjustments. I think my drain pipe sagged down some, and it made some of my standpipes and the bell siphons lean to one side or another. And I think that's giving me issues with the water level going higher than it should before siphon kicks in and starts, because they're not plumb. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to adjust the water levels, get it a little bit lower, because it's like all the gravel settled down in the last year, and everything's a little bit lower. So I'm going to adjust all my standpipes, cut a little bit off of them, and get the water a little bit lower. So maybe if we can keep the top of the gravel a little bit drier, it'll help with some of these issues as well. But that's all I could think of left to do. I mean, I hate it because so much is going to go to waste. As you can see, I mean, it's a mess in here right now with the heater in here and everything else, but newspaper everywhere. But I pulled most of the lettuce. I left some there just because we need some stuff growing for nutrient value. I harvested some of it and got rid of what was dead and wilted back. Pulled all the bok choy, all the Swiss chard in the back. It was all looking really bad. Too bad to come back. So it was too late. It was for the bok choy. It was ready to harvest. It's like the population of these gnats and their larvae just exploded in the last week, because I was in here a few days ago and it looked nothing like this at all. But that was all I had left to do. Hopefully the broccoli will still keep coming. If we can get the bug situation under control and keep the temperatures better, I'm going to have to either force myself to come out here every day and open it up to ventilate so it doesn't stay quite as humid, or I'm going to have to get the soon-to-be ex to come out and do it on her off days. Open it up once it warms up in the morning, then close it back up in the afternoon to trap some warmth in here before it gets dark. So, got my fingers crossed.